We all chase it, work for it, dream about it, and sometimes fear losing it. But have you ever noticed how some people, with the same job, the same paycheck, or even less, seem to grow their wealth steadily, while others remain stuck in the same cycle year after year? The truth is, wealth is rarely the result of a single lucky break or a once in a lifetime opportunity. Real wealth is almost always the product of habits, those small, consistent choices you make day after day. Today, we're diving deep into 10 simple money habits. These habits don't require genius, a big inheritance, or a lottery win. They only require discipline, patience, and consistency. By the time we reach habit number 10, you'll see how the people you surround yourself with may secretly determine your financial future. So grab a notebook. Imagine your future self 5, 10, 20 years from now, and let's begin. Habit 1. Pay yourself first. The first habit is almost deceptively simple. Pay yourself first. Most people pay everyone else before they ever think of themselves. They pay the landlord. They pay the grocery store. They pay the credit card company. And at the end of the month, when they finally glance at their bank account, there's nothing left for them. But wealthy people flip this. They save before they spend. The moment income comes in, a percentage is carved out and hidden away for investments, for savings, for the future. Think of it like this. Every time you get paid, you have two choices. You can reward your present self with comfort and consumption, or you can reward your future self with freedom. And believe me, your future self will thank you more loudly than any cup of coffee, gadget, or impulse purchase ever could. Imagine a young woman earning just $2,000 a month. It doesn't sound like much, but if she consistently saves 10%, that's $200, and invests it, after 10 years at an average 8% return, she could have more than $36,000. Raise it to 20%, and she's looking at $70,000. The magic isn't in the math, it's in the discipline. Saving is not optional, it's a bill you owe yourself. Habit 2, track every expense. The second habit is awareness. Most people spend unconsciously. Money slips through their fingers like water, and they have no idea where it goes. Have you ever checked your account at the end of the month and thought, wait, where did it all disappear? That is financial blindness. Tracking every expense is like turning on the lights in a dark room. Suddenly, you see the truth. It doesn't matter if you use a notebook, a spreadsheet, or a free app. The point is to see the patterns. Maybe it's the daily $5 coffee that adds up to $1,800 a year. Maybe it's the constant food delivery, quietly bleeding hundreds from your account every month. There's a story of a young professional who decided to track his spending for 90 days. He discovered that eating out was costing him $400 a month. By cooking at home half the time, he saved $200 every month, which turned into $2,400 a year and compounded into tens of thousands over a decade. When you track, you transform invisible habits into conscious choices. And once you see clearly, you can't unsee. Habit 3, follow the 50-30-20 rule. Now let's talk about budgeting. Not the boring restrictive kind, but a simple framework that gives you both structure and freedom. The 50-30-20 rule. Here's how it works. 50% of your income goes to needs, rent, food, bills. 30% goes to wants, entertainment, dining, hobbies. 20% goes to savings or investments. It's flexible, it's easy to remember, and it works. A couple once used this rule after years of financial chaos. For the first time, they saw exactly where their money was flowing. Within 1 year, they saved $7,000, something they had never managed before. The rule doesn't require advanced math or endless spreadsheets. It simply prevents lifestyle creep. When your income grows, your savings automatically grow too. Think of it like a roadmap. Without one, you wander aimlessly. With one, you know exactly where every dollar is driving you. Habit 4, build an emergency fund. Life is unpredictable. Jobs vanish, cars break down, medical bills appear out of nowhere. The question isn't if an emergency will happen, it's when. Without a cushion, people are forced into debt. And debt, with its suffocating interest rates, is like quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you sink. An emergency fund is your rope ladder. It's your armor. Start small, $500, then aim for $1,000. Eventually, build it to cover 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Picture two neighbors who both lose their jobs on the same day. One has 6,000 saved. She survives 6 months, paying bills calmly, sending out resumes without fear. The other has nothing. He scrambles, borrows from credit cards, and ends the year buried under $10,000 of high interest debt. The difference? One planned for the storm, the other hoped the sun would always shine. Emergencies will come. Your only choice is whether you'll be ready. Habit 5. Avoid bad debt. Debt is not always the enemy. Used wisely, it can build homes, fund education, even launch businesses. But used poorly, it is poison. Bad debt is credit card balances that roll over month to month. Payday loans with astronomical rates. Shopping financed at 25% interest. Imagine carrying $5,000 on a credit card at 25%. That's $1,200 in interest every single year. Money that could have been invested, saved, or enjoyed elsewhere. On the other hand, good debt, a student loan that increases your lifetime income, or a mortgage that builds equity, can be a tool, not a trap. Wealthy people understand the difference. They use debt strategically. They avoid the toxic kind. If you're already in bad debt, there are methods to escape. The avalanche method: pay off the highest interest debt first. The snowball method: pay off the smallest balances first to build momentum. Either way, the point is clear. Don't let bad debt steal your future. Habit So. Invest consistently. Saving alone will not make you wealthy. Inflation erodes the value of money every single year. What costs $1 today may cost 2 in 10 years. The antidote to inflation is investment. Investing is how your money multiplies. And the secret is not timing the market, it is time in the market. Start with simple tools: index funds, exchange traded funds, or blue chip stocks. The safest way is dollar cost averaging. Invest the same amount every month, no matter what the market is doing. Imagine this: you put $200 a month into an index fund for 20 years. At an average of 8% return, you'll have over $100,000. Now compare two friends. One invests $200 a month from age 25 to 35, then stops. The other procrastinates, then invests the same amount from age 35 until 65. Surprisingly, the first friend ends with more. Why? Because time beats amount. Consistency, not perfection, is what builds wealth. Even if you start small, $50, $100, the habit matters more than the number. Habit 7. Live below your means. This habit sounds boring, but it's powerful. Live below your means. Most people do the opposite. Every raise, every bonus, every new income stream goes straight into upgrading lifestyle. A bigger house, a fancier car, newer gadgets. This is lifestyle inflation. It keeps people running in place, but the wealthy resist. Warren Buffett, one of the richest men alive, still lives in the modest home he bought in 1958. Living below your means is not deprivation. It is freedom. It is the choice to value security over appearance, independence over status. If you earn $4,000 but live as if you earn $3,000 and invest the extra $1,000 every month, you could build millions over decades. One couple made a pact. Every raise they received, they would save or invest the increase instead of spending it. Over 15 years, their net worth crossed 7 figures. Meanwhile, colleagues with similar salaries were still struggling paycheck to paycheck. Remember, it's not about how much you make, but how much you keep. 8. Automate your finances. Here's the truth. Willpower fails. We forget, we procrastinate, we get tempted. Automation solves this. Set automatic transfers from your paycheck into savings and investments. Treat it like brushing your teeth, something that happens without effort. If your paycheck is $2,000, set $400 to move automatically into an investment account. Don't even see it. Don't touch it. Let it grow. Studies show that people who automate save 30% more than those who rely on discipline alone. You can also automate bill payments. That means no late fees, no damaged credit scores, no mental stress. Automation makes financial success not just possible, but inevitable. Habit 9. Keep learning about money. Knowledge compounds the same way money does. The financially literate know how to spot scams, understand investments, and make smarter choices. The financially illiterate, they get tricked, overpay, and fall behind. Read books. The Millionaire Next Door, Rich Dad Poor Dad, The Psychology of Money. Listen to podcasts, watch educational videos, take online courses. Even 15 minutes a day equals 90 hours a year. Imagine what 90 hours of learning could do for your finances. There's a story of a young woman who decided to study money 20 minutes a day. She paid off $50,000 in debt within 3 years. Then she invested. Her confidence grew with her net worth. Another man binge watched videos on real estate. He started with 1 rental property, then 2. Within a decade, he lived entirely off passive income. Ignorance is expensive. Education pays the best interest. Habit 10. Surround yourself with the right people. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If your friends waste money, so will you. If they live paycheck to paycheck, chances are you will too. But if you surround yourself with people who save, invest, and build, their habits will rub off on you. Join communities. Attend mastermind groups. Follow online forums where people share success strategies. Entrepreneurs who join masterminds often see income growth far faster than those who isolate themselves. Think about it. When everyone around you is leveling up, mediocrity feels uncomfortable. Growth becomes the norm. Wealth is rarely built in isolation. It is built in the right environment with the right people. 10 simple money habits. So there you have it. 10 simple money habits that can make you rich. None of them require genius. None require a lottery win. They require something more valuable: consistency. Start with just one habit today. Pay yourself first, or track your expenses, or automate your savings. Build momentum. Then stack the habits one by one. Because wealth is not one giant leap. It is a staircase built step by step. Which habit will you begin this week? Comment below. And don't forget to subscribe to Money Mastery 29 for weekly finance wisdom. Your journey to financial freedom starts today.